Hi, my name is Przemek Chojecki and this episode is about Travis Scott, artificial intelligence and state of the art. Art as in art. So basically the news is that Space 150 US-based digital marketing agency created this Travis Scott inspired song, both lyrics, music video, a melody that was created by different neural networks. It was all put together and it's now available on Vimeo as Travis Bot. You can search for that. There's also a video which I have done just a couple of days ago about particular this song. In this episode, I want to talk about how AI will enable artists and creators to create some original content, because I think that there will be a boom in creativity. It is already happening right now. We can see some things already being performed, some stunts, and this song by Travis Scott or by Travis Bot basically is one example of that, and there are many more examples to that. So for example, one of the recent examples from the previous months was that there was this painting which was auctioned out at Sotheby's or Christie's, I don't remember right now, which was also done by artificial intelligence. Different kind of neural network, probably with some kind of transfer learning to convey the style and build a new painting just from scratch. Those kind of examples will be coming through and through because basically neural networks are very versatile tools. When you want to generate something, when you want to do a comparison of one style to another and create something new based on the previous work, there are many different examples of that already happening in art, because for example collages are an example of how people mix and use and reuse different elements from other artists in order to create something new. And exactly the same thing can be done with artificial intelligence, only that it will be much easier, much faster, and done much better, because you can have almost 100% Van Gogh painting done from scratch right now with artificial intelligence. So we'll all be coming down to the next question, which is very important. What is art and how art should be defined when it comes to artificial intelligence? So basically, because of the whole modernist era and postmodernist, basically art is what the art is called, meaning you can exactly put anything you want in the art galleries, and it's more about explanation sometimes than the piece of the art itself. You know, like those white paintings with nothing even painted on them, just frames or even no frames, bananas stick to the walls. We've all seen those kind of examples. So artificial intelligence is also coming for those, and not coming as well, because basically what AI, machine learning, data science would allow you to do is to magnify that, enhance that, boost that, rather than create something totally new. Unless of course you manage to somehow get real glimpse of creativity and do something totally different, but that's it, another story. I'm talking mostly about, you know, like trying to tape together different styles, do something new out of that, or like just transferring one style to another, or like with this song by Travis Scott, just use the artist discography, make the neural network learn everything from a given artist and try to create something new based on that. Those are really interesting. So for example, I would like to see like new songs by Rihanna, but by only doing artificial intelligence and neural networks. And with algorithms like WaveNet by DeepMind, which was I guess published like a year and a half right now, this became possible because there are better and better methods for music generation, for text generation with GPT-2, for video generation. Those are for quite some time. There are different guns which allow you for that. So putting all those stuff together, we actually have tools right now to really be creative at art using artificial intelligence. And this is one of my projects as well, because I really love to be use those tools to create some art. I'm a huge fan of art. I'm a huge fan of paintings. I'm a huge fan of literature, and all my recent projects are related to text. I'll be slowly also moving to video, to images. So for example, also those trials with audiobook read totally by an AI voice, the audiobook of my book Data Science Job. That's also part of the story. So I'm really fascinated by the whole thing, by the creativity that you can get. It's really great that you actually can have those tools like, you know, machine learning, deep learning, different kind of neural networks, and just put in the data and start getting interesting results. Of course, in the end, human input is necessary because you need to tweak those networks. You need to have you need to use the data. You need to clean the data. You need to decide what kind of data you want to take into account, and everything changes according to the data you're using. So there are different parameters that are up to human, and that is why there's still a lot of room for artists to actually decide what kind of the artwork they're going to create. But I think we're living in these fantastic times when actually, if you have creativity, if you want to go on and use AI, it became much easier. And right now, if you would like to create a painting and you have really good ideas for that, with those bunch of software you can really make something plausible and interesting to different audiences. So this is really great, and I think the state of the art right now have never been in better shape, and it will become even more interesting in upcoming years when actually those AI tools, with ongoing democratization of them, will become more spread, more used. There will be more people playing around with those neural networks in order to create paintings, new music, new videos. It's going to be incredible in terms of pure creativity. And probably we're going to see just, you know, like artificial videos of cats playing around. That's also the danger of using this technology. Probably also a lot of deep fakes for politicians, for heads of corporates. That's also the risk, because as this technology becomes better, there's also great potential for malicious use of it. So that was the concern for OpenAI when they decided to slow down publishing GPT-2 model. But actually, we still need a little bit more progress in order to even understand what are exactly what can you do wrong with this technology, how it can go out of scope of what was intended, how it can be used really in malicious way. Because up to now, well, the worst thing you can do, you can spam the internet, but internet is already spammed to such an extent that it doesn't really matter. So that's what's the concern with GPT-2. With deepfakes, it's a little bit more subtle, because if you can somehow manage to create a piece of content, piece of news that will be widespread and then used in order to, you know, like try to instill fear in people in order for them to do something, that's much more dangerous. And I guess that's the most dangerous part right now. But it's not a single piece of technology to do that, because for that to happen, you need to orchestrate both text, images, the whole target message, target audiences where it has to go, distribution platform. So it's not like an easy task where you push one button AI and it solves every problem for you. So again, AI only gives you tools to actually boost, enhance what you've been doing already. If you know how you use it, you can do things you've been doing much quicker, much better, but it won't solve problems for you. It's not like a magic button where you just click and it's solved. So having said that, again, I'm a huge believer in AI and how it will transform the art world and everything beyond that as well, how we work, how we live. Thank you for watching this episode. Please subscribe to my channel and see you in the next episode.